Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So this is day 2 of Trials of the Elementals, and this is Trial of Fire. So you saw the team that I went in here with. I decided to go in with Blade, Ghost Rider, and Starkey, along with Archangel and Vision for some power control. First up is Blade. Now you see the active buffs on this node, and these are some very annoying buffs, and I'm specifically talking about Gambler's Fate, Double or Nothing. Really do not like any type of random type buff, and the Unstoppable, well, you're gonna see when we face Hyperion what that does. Alright, so first up, we're fighting Blade, and I like to use Archangel against anyone that I can bleed and poison. Now, I was wondering if I could shut down the Unstoppable with enough neurotoxins, but didn't really get a chance to test that out. I didn't have a lot of neurotoxins on him, the first Unstoppable, so it didn't shut it down. There's only a chance. But in any case, he went down pretty easily. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, we're about to have a nice, easy run. Yeah, it didn't quite go as planned. So next up is Hyperion, and I do not like fighting Hyperion at the best of times, mainly because sometimes he refuses to throw his specials. All right, so I go in here with Vision, and my thought at this point is to control his power game. All right, so look at this. I'm just taking so much block damage, and I'm like, wow, that is a lot of block damage. All right, so I'm hitting him a little bit, trying to bait out his special. You saw that he got Unstoppable, so I couldn't punish it, but this time I was able to, so I went in. Vision doesn't have high damage, but his power control, that's what I brought him in here for. So now I got a special 2 ready, and I need to power control this guy. All right, but again, he went Unstoppable, but I got him to fire off his special 2. All right, and that I just choked. I was trying to use the special 2 before I got Synthesis and hit a special 3, and I was also trying to keep track of his Unstoppable, and I was trying to get it before he went Unstoppable, and just failed miserably. All right, so next up, I went in with Ghost Rider, and I made a big mistake here. What I should have done, I should have fired off Ghost Rider's special 1, like right now. You know, well, after the Unstoppable, but I didn't. I was thinking of firing off his special 2 to get the power drain, but really that special 1 was what I should have done. All right, and that was going to be a fatal mistake. So you see here, I'm still trying to bait out that special 2 here, and I wasn't able to. So I said, okay, now what was that? How did he swivel-hipped his way out of my special 2? I don't know. I sat here looking at it over and over again, trying to figure out how he evaded my special 2 there. You know, I'm like, all right, he has Unstoppable, but he didn't get Unstoppable until just a little bit after I fired off my special 2. He had already evaded it. So I'm just like, really? This is how it's going to be. So I go in with Starkey. Now remember, the final boss is Kingpin, and I love fighting Kingpin with my Starkey. So I'm thinking, all right, Starkey or Blade is going to be good for this. So at this point, I don't want to play around with this Hyperion anymore, and I'm going in just to do as much damage as I can. Okay, so that's why you see me, I'm just going all in, trying to hit him with as much damage as possible. He went Unstoppable right in the middle of it, but I was still able to get some shocks on him, and there he goes with his special 3 again after he turtled. This is why I hate fighting Hyperion so much. Alright, so I thought that was going to kill me, so I was actually surprised that it didn't. So I'm like, okay, I got a special 2. Oops. No evade, no dash back, took it right on the chin. I'm like, okay, this is not going very well. So I want to keep Blade now that Starkey is down. I want to keep Blade for Kingpin. So I'm like, all right, let me just go in here with Archangel and try to get some bleeds on him, do as much as possible to him, okay? And you see he got a degen, so that helped out a little bit. And all I'm trying to do at this point is bleed him. All right, so he's got that Unstoppable, and you see that almost got me wrecked, but I had Unstoppable as well, so I was able to get out of all of that. And then, boom, he goes down. I'm just sitting here shaking my head, calling Hyperion all kinds of names. I hate fighting Hyperion, and that Unstoppable and all that stuff, they can keep that. I did not like that at all. All right, so now I'm like, all right, let me try to get as much as I can get down. And then that happened. So you know that Kingpin shrugs off debuffs. So what I usually do is when I parry stun him, I'll wait a little bit. And I thought I waited long enough, apparently not. And he just wrecked me. So now I'm like, okay, we about to put a little hurting on him, because I am not about to need a revive to do this thing. All right, so you see how I paused there, and I paused almost too long, in fact. But Blade is more than up for the challenge here. And you may have noticed earlier, and you may notice that I was running suicides. I'm still running suicides, but just double edge. So I'm doing a little bit more damage, but I'm also trying to be conservative with my specials because of that recoil damage. All right, but as you can see here, we're doing pretty well. Kingpin is playing nice. He's firing off his specials. And Blade's Danger Sense, this is why I brought in my Ghost Rider. But Blade's Danger Sense actually did manage to stop one of his Unstoppables, if I remember correctly. You can rewind and see if he was able to do that. But that is something that Blade can do. And that helped a lot. All right, so at this point, I'm like, okay, we got this guy. We shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Here we go. 1, 2, and he's down. So that is the Trial of Fire. Not pretty, but we got it done. So that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it helps you when you're doing your epic run of Trial of Fire. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.